Vasishta is talking about a time when he went to a remote part of outer space. After meditating, he met a celestial lady. Rama asked, "O sage, how could that formless woman utter words?" Vasishta replied, "Of course, they who are endowed with a space body cannot utter audible sounds. If that were possible, then your dream conversation could be heard by another sleeping near you. Hence it is clear that what is seen in a dream is an illusion based on pure consciousness alone. What is experienced as the waking life is not entirely different from the dream experience. It is but the play of consciousness. The notions that arise in that consciousness appear to be clothed in solid reality." Well, they do in a dream as well, don't they? When we're in the dream, we aren't aware of the fact that we're dreaming, are we? For us, the dream is real. It doesn't matter how absurd it is. The dream is solid and real. We have emotions, we have feelings, we have memories. And even in our dreams we have dreams. I've had dreams where I've remembered dreams. Not dreams that I have had, but dreams that I've had in my dreams. We only label the experience subsequently as a dream when we wake up. But at the time it's not a dream. At the time it's very real. Perhaps the sense of reality is even more real. It's more intense than it is when we're awake. There's often a sense of heightened reality in dreams. But when we're awake we dismiss it. So Vasishta's in outer space. Is this real? Was he in outer space? Did he actually physically go to outer space? Or was this a dream of Vasishta's? Or was it an exercise in vivid imagination? The ancients, both in East and West, had incredible imaginations. This is why they had stories of the gods. The gods were real. They interacted with the gods. We might say it was all in the imagination. Well, that's true, because everything's in the imagination, including notions of a physical reality. Notions that arise in our consciousness, which appear to be clothed in solid reality. That is the nature of all experience, though, whether you're asleep or awake, or whether it's your imagination. The seeds of past experience are in consciousness, and they sprout new experiences which are sometimes identical with past experience and sometimes somewhat different. So this could be talking about reincarnation, getting reborn into another experience. But in your dreams, we could say the same thing, couldn't we? We could say it's the seeds of past experience at work, and they sprout up in our dreams. The worlds that thus sprout from those seeds are not aware of one another. During the course of life in this dream world, the demons are killed by the gods, and the demons remain in their dream state. Not being enlightened, they do not attain liberation. Not being insentient, they do not become insentient, but retain awareness. Hence they live in a space body in a dream world. The space body takes up space. We're in outer space, but it's not so much related to that. Dreams take up space, don't they? In our dreams we create space. We walk around, we might fly. We've got a body, we've got senses, we've got eyes, ears, all the rest of it is all happening. Where does that space come from? As far as I know, in Western philosophy, space is understood as something constructed by the mind. According to the physicists, before the Big Bang, there was no time and no space. Well, this is what's happening right now. The Big Bang is happening right now. At every moment, time and space is being created. It's being created by our minds. We like to tell us a story that it's all based on electrical information coming in through our senses. But that's the story. It's all created by consciousness. Time and space whether it's in a dream or in the waking state. So this is our space body in a dream world. Even so is the case with the so-called human beings. Their world, their life, and their mentality are like ours, and vice versa. We exist as their dream objects. What's Vasishta? He's an object, a dream object, something created in the imagination. He was created by the author of the Yoga Vasistha, who was apparently a Kashmiri sage called Gaudi Abhinanda, about 1,000 years ago. But perhaps Vasistha was somebody else's idea long before that. Perhaps he was based on a real person. But he exists in our minds. He exists in our imagination. We've got a notion concerning him, just as we've got notions of film stars, of movie stars. We've got notions of movie stars which have got nothing to do with their reality as individuals, which is why we get so excited about them. It's our notions about them which are exciting. They're just people getting on with their lives, doing their jobs. But somehow we believe the mythology that being in the movies creates. At some level we really do believe it. So we get excited by movie stars, or music, or rock stars. So we exist as their dream objects. Vasistha is our dream object. Their own compatriots, though they are also dream objects, are considered to be real entities by them. So what's my reality for you? In the same way, the objects that appear in every one of my dreams are real to me. When I'm dreaming, the dream is real. When I'm awake, that's real too. But it's all notional. It's all consciousness at work. Because of the very nature of the infinite consciousness, these dream creations seem to exist in the waking state too. Their reality is, of course, the sole reality, Brahman. Everything exists everywhere at all times as the indivisible, pure consciousness, but it is nothing, and nothing is therefore destroyed. It's simply just consciousness going on. We could say it's going on and on and on, but that presupposes time. All that there is this very moment, and consciousness is at the heart of that. That's Brahman. In the eternal space of infinite consciousness, or in the eternal dimension of infinite consciousness, in the infinite play of the infinite, there are infinite minds and infinite worlds in them. In every one of them there are continents and mountains, villages and cities, with houses inhabited by people who have their own time scale and lifespan. So whatever your environment, whatever your situation, that is existing in your consciousness. How can it be otherwise? That is your world. When these jivas reach the end of their lifespan, if they are not enlightened, they continue to exist in infinite space, creating their own dream worlds. We could understand a jiva here as a particular notion of reality. You have a notion of reality, so that makes you a jiva. The extent to which you're caught up in it is the extent to which you're a jiva. Within them are other people, within whom are minds. Within those minds are worlds in which there are more people, ad infinitum. This illusory appearance has no beginning and no end. It is Brahman and Brahman alone. O Ram, in all these diverse objects there is nothing but pure consciousness. Consciousness alone is this universe. Then how is it possible to say that there are worlds which seem to exist in the minds of the ignorant? It's all just consciousness doing its thing.